All right, everyone, I am in Douglas, Arizona. You're looking at the border wall with Mexico. Let me show you a map first so you can see where I'm at. In a far off corner of Arizona, far from any interstate. Let me show you population real quick too. Peak was in 2010, 17,378 people. Last census, it declined a little bit, 16,534. I'm going to head into downtown. You know, guys, I always try to find you the far off little seen places of our country. This is definitely it. It is quite the trek to get here. This town was built for copper smelting, late 1800s. Copper was mined in nearby Bisbee, Arizona, which is west of here. And I've done a video of Bisbee if you want to see what that looks like. It's a big tourist town now. This town was named after a guy named James Douglas who innovated the way copper was smelted. It made him quite rich. Median age here is 34, so the town's pretty young. Median age for the U.S. is 39. Let me give you the ethnic breakdown of the town. 83% Hispanic, 11% white, 3% black, 1% Native American. The rest is mixed race or other. Alright, so this is the heart of downtown. They've got a hotel here. Yeah, it's up on the left. We'll get a bit of a look at it. Just let me show you this downtown. Already did a preliminary drive-through. It's quite nice, actually. It's not abandoned. You can tell it probably gets pretty lively during the day. Later in the day, that is to say. Alright, so let me pull over. We'll get a look at this hotel. Hotel Gadsden, built in 1907. It is said to be haunted. It is on the National Register, as you can well imagine. Yeah, there's another look at that hotel. Alright, so anyway, a little bit more downtown. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Got a theater right here. A Grand. That looks pretty awesome as well. Okay, well, I think that's it for downtown. Let's go see what else we can find. Yeah, I got out of the truck to just take a look at this mural. This looks like it was building that has been torn down. I've got some of this stuff here. All right, well, let's take a look at the murals real quick, because these are quite beautiful. I'll show you this last one down here. It's an old Pueblo building here. It is abandoned. Yeah, you look inside there. I'm just gonna show it to you if I can. The roof's caved in. All right, well, there's that hotel, middle frame. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. All right, well, I'm just wandering around the city, checking it out. It's pretty interesting. Well, I'm at the stop sign. Let me give you median household income. $39,350 a year. $756 a week. Look at the state of Arizona there at the bottom. A little less than 77,000. Incomes here quite a lot lower than the state as a whole. Here's poverty. 30.2 overall. 46% for school-aged children. 65 and older is 24%. There's some beautiful homes here. These are really nice, aren't they? Cost of living, it's a 91. Everything's pretty high, above 100 though. Goods and service highest at 109, but housing's a 58. Crime last year, 16 incidents per 100 people. US is 21. Yeah, so pretty low crime rate. I think I'm going to go closer to the border. See what the houses look like there. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I am traversing the border with Mexico now. Yeah, let's see what some of the housing looks like close to here. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's take a look down the street there. Look at that. What's up, kitty? There we go. Cat sighting. Alright, I am one street up, or one block in from the border. Trying to get you some better shots. Some of the houses along here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me give you the median home value. $138,200. That's pretty high, isn't it? For a little small city way far away from pretty much everywhere. Closest big city is Tucson. That's a good 2 hours and 20 minutes away. Yeah, so you are, if you're living here, that is to say, you are in the middle of nowhere. There's a Border Patrol guy checking things out, I would think. That is customs, where you cross the border straight up ahead. Alright, I am in McNeal, Arizona. A very small town, about 180 people. Really just a wide spot in the road. Let me stop and show you a map. You see where I'm at? Alright, and we'll continue on. This is as close to a downtown as the town has. Looks like a gas station though. It's operating. The median age of this town is 26. That really surprised me. Ethnic breakdown, 72% white, 28% Hispanic. Yeah, that's it. Of course, there's not a lot of houses here, but they mostly look like this. So I was really surprised with the median household income. It's $13.90 a week. Where's this money coming from? the very definition of a lonely desert town, isn't it? Somebody's working somewhere, though. I can hear that. Poverty, 20.2% overall. School-aged children, 48%. That's very high. 65 and older, 16%. So pretty interesting with the incomes as high as they are, that the poverty's that high. This may be the reason for the high incomes. Yeah, they have an airport here. The Ethos Airport. Yes, and all that brush, there's a runway there in the distance. How about that? Cost of living here is an 88, by the way, so 12% lower than the rest of the U.S. Let you look at that chart. And wow, interesting. Median home value here, $112,700. That's pretty good, huh? Crime here last year was a 2.8 per 100 people. U.S. is 2.1, so crime was a little on the high side. Let's a quick look at the gas station they have in town. I mainly wanted to show it to you because of all the cool cactus that's in front of it. Yeah, we're definitely in Arizona. Let's see, I have arrived in the town of Elfrida. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it. Very small town. Only about 420 people here. My understanding is that it's a retiree town, or that is to say, the economy is based on retirees. Median age supports that. It's 63. Makes it a pretty old town. I got some stuff on the street there for sale. I looked at the median household income and didn't have one, but it has a per capita. Here it is right now, 24,927. That's very low. I'm guessing maybe a lot of people, lower income people here, work and support of the retirees, because median home value, couldn't get a number on that either. Here's the chart, but you can see that 4% of the homes here are 500K to $1 million. 45% are 200K to 300K. So in a little town like this, that's pretty high. Haven't seen any of those houses yet. And you drive along their main street here, this is what you see a lot of. The ethnic breakdown, 80% white, 20% Hispanic. Yeah, it's an interesting town, isn't it? Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, a lot of the houses here look like this. I've yet to see anything even worth 100,000. They must be out on the edge of town. Yeah, because this is a lot of what you see. Let me give you poverty real quick. 42.8% overall, but look at school-aged children, 0. 65 and older, that's 28%. Very perplexing numbers. Yeah, there must be some pretty well-off people here somewhere. But this is a lot of the town right here. Crime last year, 3.2 incidents per 100 people. It's 2.1 for the U.S. So crime's a little bit high. Cost of living is in 85, so 15% lower than the rest of the U.S. A lot of stuff over 100 on the chart there, as you can see. But housing's just a 38. Yeah. The really big fancy houses, I guess, must be out on the edge of town. So there's a lot of this here, a lot of it. All right, I am in Sunsites, Arizona. Also called Pierce. That is a ghost town near here. Not sure about the name Sunsites. I don't know where that came from. This town's median age is 66. Like the last town, the economy is retiree based, but it also has tourism because of the ghost town, and we'll go check it out in a second here. That looks like that was a Family Dollar back there. Closed down. There are about 600 people here. That's pretty much the downtown, so let me show you a map. See where I'm at. Not sure what that was. Definitely closed down though, isn't it? Here's the ethnic breakdown. 88% white, 12% Hispanic. Yeah, so that's it. Median household income, $50,833 a year. It's $977 a week. Yeah, incomes here are quite a bit better than that last town. Poverty, 3.3, very low. School-aged children, 0, 65 and older, 5%. Those are some pretty good poverty numbers. There's a gas station that is long closed. Across the street, though, is what it looks like. Pretty new Dollar General. Yeah, there's a sign. Sunsites at Cochise Stronghold. I'm in some residential. Now, this is what you expect to see for a retiree town, isn't it? These all look pretty nice. Might as well give you the median home value here, $134,200. Cost of living, there were no numbers reported. Just kind of interesting. No crime either. Yeah, no crimes reported here last year. Oh, seems like a pretty safe town. It's doing pretty well. If you are a retiree, for sure. Yeah, so this is the ghost town of Pierce. What's left of it anyway. About 3 miles south of Sunsites. It was a gold and silver mining town, early 1900s. There were 1,500 people here in 1920. Yeah, there's no one here now. Few people work here, though. People live in Sunsites. look here. I've got this old jail here. Doesn't look like I can go in though, which kind of sucks, huh? Pierce Jail, 1915. Now this is the Our Lady of Victory Catholic Church. Yeah, I was hoping I would find this. Built in 1916. That is on the National Register. This is supposed to be a ghost town, but I'm seeing a few residences here and there. This is Pierce Cemetery. It's been here since 1916, I guess. Doesn't look like we can get in there. There's a sign though right here. Historic Pierce Cemetery in memory of our stalwart pioneers and their descendants who settled the Sulphur Springs Valley. They were farmers, gamblers, homesteaders, laborers, merchants, miners, ranchers, and soldiers. May they rest in peace. Well, look here. I guess we can go in. You can tell these have been here a long time. Wow, look at this. Frank Duke, born August 1916, died 1919. Poor kid, he was just 3 years old. Is this another baby too? Baby Oberlin, 1920. These are really fantastic, aren't they? I'll just do a quick walk along here, give you a look. Some of these. We'll just about hit the dust. That's something. Well, there it is. One of the signs here in the cemetery. Caution, rattlesnakes. I am in the ghost town of Cochise. Is it Cochise? Cochise, Arizona. Let me show you a map so you can see how it's spelled. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. This town was founded in the early 1800s. It was a water and coal stop for the railroad. Around 1900, there were 3,000 people here. There are about 50 now. Now this is the Cochise Hotel. This was built in 1882. It's on the National Register. Let me go look at that sign real quick. Let's get out and take a closer look. Yeah, this hotel was built for the crews who would work for the railroad. I was wondering if it was still open. I don't think so. See this sign on the front door. Historic Registered Landmark Ghost Town. Once this porch faced a major railroad shipping hub for pens of cattle and wagons of ore. Here rested the frontier guest. Now a private residence offering unique bed and breakfast, events, private properties, museum tours. Yeah, I guess that's the front door. And I guess in this direction was the railroad. It's not there any longer. Something I forgot to tell you, Big Nose Kate, which as you may or may not know, was the girlfriend of Doc Holliday. After he passed away, she worked in this hotel for quite a while. I'm not sure why she lost her bar. If I remember correctly, she had a bar in Tombstone. I've actually been to it. In fact, I show it to you in a video. Well, it does have a post office. Now this is the Cochise Church. I want to say it was built in the late 1800s. Let's see if we can take a peek inside, shall we? Well, just for laughs, I'll check the front door. You never know, we may get lucky. Probably not, though. It is locked. Well, I guess I'll just pick one. Let's do this one. Looks like they still might have services, doesn't it? Huh. A couple of structures still standing, looks like. Yeah, those have been there for a long time, haven't they? Now, I drove by this earlier. There's the hotel right there. Yeah, this was the Cochise County store. Let me get closer in here so you can see better. Sun is shining right on everything. Yeah, there we go. This was built in 1913. Still got hitches for the horses right here. You'd ride your horse up, hitch it up, and go get the stuff you need. And again, railroad was right over there. Actually, there are some tracks over there. I thought maybe they were gone. Yeah, I can see the tracks right there. Cool. All right, everyone, so that's going to be it for this video. We've got another Arizona video coming up. We're going to go to the other side of the state, along the California border. And then after that, we're going into California for a couple of videos there. But anyway, yeah, another Arizona video coming up next. Nicole will be in that one. We're staying at a unique hotel, so we will show you that. And of course, we will have some local food at the small city that we're staying in. So, that's all coming up next. We hope to see you there.